Morning, Simon. I think you're down at Paddington Station, aren't you, this morning? I mean, this is, this is a big blow, isn't it, for the travelling public?
Well, it is, Stephen, and good morning to you and your lovely viewers. But unfortunately, the rail finances are in a right old mess. And as a result, well, the passengers are going to be paying more, which a lot of people who never go near a train and yet who are paying billions of pounds, as we've just heard, to keep the trains running, are going to be in a position where they're going to have to pay yet more in taxes. And so the government says it's trying to kind of tread a fine line between protecting rail passengers, who of course are subject to all the cost of living price problems anyway, and the taxpayer, who really doesn't want to pay more for what frankly is quite a lousy service. We heard last week, for example, that that the number of cancellations on the day is at the highest it's ever been since records began. So people are quite frankly thinking, yeah, it's we're paying more and we're getting less.
So, Simon, can you give us a snapshot of what these fare increases will look like? How much more will people be paying?
Well, as that excellent report said, this is only regulated fares, and that's most season tickets, it's longer off-peak return journeys, and it's peak fares around the big cities. And if you look at the sorts of increases we're seeing, Woking to London key commuter route, £216 more. Gloucester to Birmingham, 272. Brighton to London, 313. That's getting close to £1 a day extra, and that's not even counting weekends. Whitehaven to Carlisle, 127, and then if you're going from Neath to Cardiff, 113. Note that none of these are in Scotland, where they are keeping fares frozen until at least the end of March, and then furthermore they're going to have an experiment whereby they get rid of peak fares completely for 6 months, and hopefully they will get more travellers and more money, and that's the sort of thing that we need to do. But my favourite incredibly expensive ticket is the one from Swindon to Didcot Parkway on the Great Western route from here to Bristol. It's only 14 minutes of travel. Fair enough, it goes at a fair old whack and covers 24 miles, but that has now gone up to almost £30, just 30 pence short of £30 for a one-stop 14-minute rail trip.